10 weird things that appeared on beaches. As a kid, visiting the beach and playing with the white sands under our feet made some of the best moments of our life. And even as adults, we still enjoy a good trip to the beach. While on the beach, we have spotted oysters and crabs that get washed up to shore. However, we have also seen some pretty strange things that get washed up. That's why in today's video, we are bringing you a list of 10 strangest things that washed up on beaches. But before we go further, kindly take a few moments out of your time to hit the subscribe button, like the video, and turn on post notification. Done? Now let's get right into it. 10. Hellfish. 97 kilometers north of the state capital of Brisbane is the Mooloolaba Beach. Although it is quite a common occurrence for fishes to get washed up on the beach shore due to tidal wave, on this very day, the fish that was washed up was probably the scariest and strangest anyone had ever seen. The frightening fish, or rather, should I say creature, was quickly given the name the Hell. And I must say, it certainly looked like something straight out of hell. According to experts and scientists, the fish is a very rare species that live in some of the deepest parts of the ocean, and its main characteristics are its dark scales and sharp teeth. Not only was this fish strange, it was also the cause of panic on the very day that it washed up on shore. 9. Giant tree. Just like fishes washing up on beaches, driftwood is also quite normal occurrence on many beaches. However, in this case, it can no longer be referred to as driftwood, but rather a drift log. In 2010, on the shore of La Pouche Beach in Washington, United States, a huge log of wood that was named by locals as a drift log washed up. And although the log of wood wasn't measured, carefully finding predicted its diameter would be around 5 to 10 feet, which is pretty astounding. Due to the size of the log, people began to imagine how powerful the wind and tidal wave must have been that carried it to the beach. To fully understand how huge this log was, the 6-feet-tall daughter of the park ranger that guarded the Olympic National Park, which surrounded the La Pouche Beach, took a picture with the drift log, and the log was still almost twice as tall as the girl. Yikes! 8. Conjoined dolphins. Have you ever seen a conjoined dolphin in real life before? If your answer is no, then you will fully understand how strange it was to see one washed up on a beach in Izmir, Turkey. Following a night of terrible weather and storm, the two-headed dolphin, which was reported to be 12 months old and nearly 1 meter in length, washed up on the beach. This incident happened in August of 2014. And the dolphin was found by a gym teacher named Tugrul Metin, who was on vacation on the beach. According to locals, it was not unusual to see dead dolphins wash up on the shore of the beach, but this case definitely took them by surprise. Marine biologist Mehmet Gakaglu called the incident rare and also stated that the dolphin would be studied by researchers at Akdeniz University. 7. Humongous pipes. Something out of the ordinary happened in 2017 when giant pipe segments washed up on the coast of Norfolk. Following the incident, residents and locals began to wonder where the pipes could have come from. Their questions were soon answered. According to the investigation, the giant pipes were being carried to Algeria on a ship to complete a large project, when some of the pipes got loose and were carried by ocean tides to the beach. The pipes were 8 feet in diameter and the longest out of them measuring 1,640 feet. According to the Maritime and Coastal Guard Agency that assessed the situation, they declared that the pipes posed no danger to the environment and that they would be relocated offshore north of Lowestoft, then towed to Norway. 6. Dinosaur femur. If you have ever been on the beach, you would understand that it's quite normal to spot a few fishes or sea creatures like crabs get washed up on shore. One thing that isn't actually normal is spotting a dinosaur femur on the beach. You must be wondering how this happened and what was the story behind it. The incident happened in 2012 when two scientists were out on a beach in Washington searching for ammonites, extinct marine invertebrates with spiral shells, and other fossilized animals. But instead, they found fragmented femur bone that belonged to a prehistoric dinosaur. According to research carried out by the scientists, they discovered the bone had been hidden underwater for more than 80 million years before it got washed up on shore by ocean waves. They also discovered that the bone belonged to a theropod, a two-legged, meat-eating group of beasts, such as Tyrannosaurus rex and Velociraptor, that are somewhat related to the modern-day bird. However strange the find must have been, it was a breakthrough in prehistoric research studies. 5. Rubber ducks. Did you ever as a kid love playing with rubber ducks in the tub? If you did, kindly give this video thumbs up. Done? Okay, back to the story at hand. In the early 1990s, a sea accident involving containers carrying Lego pieces and bath toys were recorded. Following the accidents, the bath toys drifted in the ocean for many years before finally washing up on the shores of Hawaii, Alaska, South America, Australia, the Pacific Northwest, and the Arctic ice. Among the toys that washed up was some close to 200 rubber duckies. Everywhere the ducks appeared across the globe. It was labeled a strange phenomenon. Imagine just seeing rubber ducks on the beach, which certainly counts as strange in my books. The rubber duck helped scientists understand the ocean's current and provided them with new information about the Great Pacific Ocean Garbage Patch. From this information, they were able to deduce that more than 200 rubber ducks were still circulating in the ocean currents. Who knows where they would wash up next? 4. A Harley-Davidson. In 2011, the Japanese tsunami swept a bunch of things into the ocean, one of which was Ikuo Yakuyama's Harley-Davidson bike. Almost a year after the tsunami, the bike washed up on a shore in British Columbia, Canada, almost 3,000 miles from its original owner. Peter Mark stumbled on the rusted bike, which had managed to survive against the ocean currents on a remote beach on Graham Island. After discovering the bike, Peter managed to track down a Harley-Davidson representative in Japan. The representative was able to track down Yakuyama and even offered to pay for it to be repaired and transported back to him. For a man that lost his home and 3 family members in the Japanese tsunami, he was definitely glad to get his bike back. 3. World War II love letters. Have you ever written a love letter to your high school crush? If you have, then you would probably enjoy this next incident. Just a day after Hurricane Sandy ravaged the East Coast in 2012, a woman named Kathleen Mullen made a rather strange discovery near the Jersey Shore. What was this discovery, you ask? She had found a stack of 57 letters, which were bound with a pink ribbon washed up ashore. Not knowing what she had found, she took the letters home and dried them by the fire. Following further investigation, she realized she had found love letters written between Dorothy Fallon and Lynn Farnham between 1942 and 1947, while Lynn was still in the military. Kathleen was determined to get the letters back to the couple, and she proceeded to look for them online, until she found Shelley Farnham Hilber, a niece to Lynn Farnham. Through Shelby's help, Kathleen was able to get the letters back to their owners. 2. Snowballs. Whoever said that snowballs can only be made by humans must have certainly not heard this story. In November 2016, on a beach in Siberia, thousands of snowballs were found washed up on shore. This immediately led to the question, How did these snowballs get to the beach? And what could have caused them? According to scientists and experts, the snowballs were formed by cold weather and wind, which were able to gradually roll snow into balls and solidify. They went further by saying this was not the first time such was happening, and it most definitely wouldn't be the last. Mother Nature is quite fascinating, don't you think? 1. World War II bombs. Earlier in the video, we looked at a loving story of how World War II love letters washed up on the beach and made their way to the rightful owner. Reverse is the case on our number 1 spot for today, as we have a more dangerous incident. In 2011, about 100 World War II bombs washed up ashore on a beach in Hampshire. At first glance, locals did not know what they were until they were confirmed to be real-life bombs. Some speculated that the tides of the ocean were responsible for this, while others suggested fishing nets had pulled them up. Whatever the case was, the British Navy team took care of the situation, detonating the bombs in a controlled manner. On that note, we have come to the end of the video for today. What are your thoughts on these weird things that showed up on beaches? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Until next time, bye!